day, folks. I hope you're all having good days. It's time for Potato and Kev 4 says. Number 2, your host Potato, and co-host Kev, that's me. Today I'm doing one of mine called Thank God for the TV. Yeah, the TV is on. Well, TV fits right in the hole I created for it. Yeah, the TV is on. Yeah, the TV is great. Every day a new show. Oh, I just cannot wait. Yeah, the TV is on. Yeah, the TV is bright. The wealthy, the poor, look all the colors of life. Yeah, thank God for the TV. Yeah, the TV is on. Well, TV, it speaks. Tells me how, when, and where to begin. Yeah, the TV is on. Yeah, the TV, it sings. Tells me who to trust, who to love, and who to hate. Yeah, the TV is on. Well, the TV is friend. It tells me what's coming and just how to think. Yeah, thank God for the TV. Thank God for the TV. Yeah, look at me, I'm so happy. Yeah, the TV is on. Well, TV, it speaks. Tells me how, when, and where to begin. Yeah, the TV is on. Yeah, the TV, it sings. Tells me who to trust, who to love, and who to hate. Yeah, the TV is on. Well, the TV is friend. Tells me what's coming and just how to think. Yeah, thank God for the TV. Thank God for the TV. I call that one Thank God for the TV. So today I want to talk a little bit about stopping. It'd be cool if we could all get enough stuff together to stop for a couple weeks. We could call it a protest, we could call it whatever, but it's not a protest or it's not really anything. It's like a reset, a time for us to reset and remind each other and those that are in charge that we don't necessarily need them. They just provide a service. But like anything, like you don't keep paying for services when the services aren't being done. We just don't. And so not only would stopping going to work, stop paying for stuff, not only would stopping that let them know, we're not happy, but we can talk to each other and start helping each other realize that we can get by without them. I mean, certainly some things would be inconvenient and, maybe not as easy to deal with at first, but I mean, they're building a cage right now. I mean, it might look big, and it's a big cage for most of us, but recognize that we are all in it. We are in the cage. Now, some of us are in smaller cages because they're taking a bunch of people and putting them in those smaller cages, but we're all in the same cage. They're buying buildings to put more cages in and more people. Now, immigration doesn't need to hold people that long. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the policies exactly are as far as holding people, but there's obviously a lot of stuff in there that's making it harder than it has to be. These people are supposedly here illegal, okay? So, how long do we have to keep them in jail before we deport them? What is this big deal with having to keep them for so long before they get deported? I don't even understand how that goes, but if you're going to deport them, deport them. We definitely don't need to be buying hundreds of big buildings to keep thousands of people in that we're supposed to be deporting. We have regular jails that do this stuff all the time now. Uh, Send those people, if that's what the plan is, to deport these people, send them home and put the other people in there. Don't buy new buildings and stuff for this. That's just more taxpayer money. We'll have to get to that someday about what we could be doing with our taxes and how they frame this whole thing. You have about this much chance of ever being a billionaire. But because 5 people are already billionaires, we cannot change the system to make it so that it works out for the rest of us. We have to leave it so it is in case your chance to become a billionaire comes through. And this is what your chances of that happening are. Now, I know they've convinced you that you have this much chance, that you might be that one. But you're not. You're not going to get that chance. They're not even going to let it happen. So, but that's for another episode. Meanwhile, start thinking about this. Buy enough stuff for about 2 months and just keep it. Tato, you got anything? We'll be back for more on this another episode. Have great days. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share.